against Patricky Gaudio in the white. This is an Alliance versus GF team battle. And Patricky Gaudio, he's looking pretty focused, Kenny.
Yes, he is. Tarsis is a guy who's been around. He's been competing a very long time, and this should be a fun one. Two guys with similar styles here.
Now that's more like what we know from Patrick Gaudio, a very composed entrance to the mat, but he's known as one of the most dynamic competitors in this division, and just bullying forward right there. I think that's a signal of what we could expect from this match. Gaudio tying up Tarsis Humphreys in the closed guard. Gaudio is a relative newcomer to the black belt division. If you compare him to somebody of Humphreys' caliber, Tarsis has been competing at the highest levels of the sport for many years.
Yes.
It's a real battle of the generations here. Tarsis, to be honest, you don't see him compete that much nowadays. Tends to save himself for the big tournaments such as the IBJJF World Jiu-Jitsu Championships right here in Long Beach, California. Whereas Gaudio has been very active. We saw him earlier this year in Copa Podio going head-to-head with some of the best in the world. He was there in Abu Dhabi for the World Pro. And now here, California. This is an interesting strategy from Gaudio. To be honest, Kenny, it's not something that we see from him too much. He's generally known as more of a dynamic guard passer, but interesting to see him playing a little bit of the bottom game today.
Yeah, against a guy in Tarsis who is very good passing, very good top game, so maybe knows something we don't. Briefly going to collar sleeve guard here now, getting back to his feet.
Just a quick recap of the brackets here in this division, the medium heavyweights. We've got one semi-finalist confirmed already, Romulo Bahal. We saw him in action here just a short while ago, and he'll face the winner of this match. On the other side of the brackets, Leandro Lowe just advanced, beating Mateus Diniz. He's going to fight the winner of the next matchup there on mat 1 between Keenan Cornelius and Renato Cardozo. High stakes here, and there is the dynamic nature we know from Patricky Gaudio. Great movement there.
Having a high energy passing game. He might try to roll and take the back here. See if Gaudio does that. That's what he's trying to do. Needs to get below the hips, yeah.
Tarsis passing that lapel through. That's very much a trick from the Alliance gym. You see his teammate Bernardo Faria do it so well. Do you think that he's probably, having had a taste of Patricky's movement, he's probably thinking, I need to tie this kid up somehow?
That's right, yeah. You can really slow the game down from half guard. I think that's exactly what he's doing here. Trying to slow down the youngster, Gaudio. Hasn't quite been able to kind of get underneath him. Needs to raise up a little bit more to give himself a little bit more freedom to get that pendulum going. But it's that underhook of Gaudio that's making things a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, managed to separate that elbow from the body, but now instead focusing on trying to open those legs, passing over the top. I see Gaudio's base so strong in this position here.
No doubt, very heavy hips, trying to work his way around.
The GF team stable, of course, just an incredible list of noted guard passers. Rodolfo Vieira there, the heavyweight champion, leading the charge, and the influence spreading down through the ranks. Patricky Gaudio, definitely a competitor cut from the same cloth.
Gaudio able to break that collar grip from Tarsis, now trying to hide it.
Oh, there's a spin through now into the, looks like a 50-50 leg attack here. You can see Gaudio doesn't want to get tied up in that, doing his best to spin out. This is something we see so much at this level, the use of the 50-50, not so much as a stalling tactic, but more as a tactic to frustrate the opponents and to tie them up, to just slow them down a little bit, rack up a couple of points here and there, but if anything, more just to force them into committing a mistake, Kenny.
That's right. Seen competitors be much more active from that 50-50 guard lately. A lot more awareness and knowledge of the position. And there's Gaudio. Beautiful combination there from Gaudio. Now trying to take the back of Tarsis Humphreys here.
Beautiful jump over the guard, Gaudio. That's definitely another thing from the GF team, whereas many other competitors are more likely to run around. They just go straight over the top, forcing Humphreys to his knees. 0-0 on the board, but 2 advantages in favor of the young GF team product.
But tricky now. Seems like he's going to try to lift here.
Yeah, there's a penalty awarded against Humphreys as well. Could have been an illegal grip. Couldn't quite see from this angle.
Not sure if it was inside the pant or not. I think that might have been what the side judge was calling for. Now back in 50-50 goes Tarsis.
That's a good recovery from Tarsis, knocking Gaudio down to the mat. Now I was having this conversation with a friend. He is a wrestler with a limited experience of Jiu-Jitsu, however, you know, loves watching the battles. But one thing we were saying about it, it's amazing how Jiu-Jitsu as an art has evolved to use the legs as much as the upper body. The dexterity, the ability to use the legs for leverage is really as a signifying trait of the art of Jiu-Jitsu. That's right, Kenny. Huh?
Absolutely. So much leg work going on. Importance of dexterity and pummeling in with not only your arms but your legs.
Now, for somebody as yourself who's been practicing Jiu-Jitsu for so long, I would hesitate to call you old school, but you've certainly been around a while. But you must have seen an incredible evolution in the art since your beginnings.
Absolutely, and we're seeing so many of the competitors today that are really leading the charge in modernizing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as we know it. Rafa Mendes, of course, the Miao brothers, and just showing that the sport, the art is changing all the time.
It seems that every season, every major tournament, there is something new, a development, a technical innovation. The competitors, they'll study it, they'll go back, they'll watch the videos, preferably on Flow Grappling, I would hope.
That's
and
right.
Then, and then they'll come back the next tournament with an answer, and it just, if anything, the internet era and having the accessibility to these videos it's kick-started that development. The evolution of Jiu-Jitsu has just sped up as a result.
It's so true. I remember having to go and collect VHS tapes.
Oh,
but now,
wow.
now that we have Flow Grappling and all the great competitions that we have in our various libraries now, we have access to moves and what's going on, and to be able to study our own matches. It really is elevating the art and competition as a whole.
Oh, no, that's great strategy and awareness there from Tarsis Humphreys, coming up on that single leg, dragging Gaudio back into the competition area.
How about that athleticism there from Gaudio? Oh!
Incredible time called though, but Gaudio still dropping into the mat. Oh, he's fired up.
He's out of bounds, but he said, you know what, I'm going to finish the double anyway.
Yeah, I worked for it.
These are some of the mental games that competitors will play. Put a little oomph into that one as well. Tarsis, he's not happy with it.
Exactly 1 minute left on the official clock. It is just one advantage that separates them. You've got Patrick Gaudio in the white gi. 2 advantages. Tarsis Humphreys, just the 1. Came so close to finishing that takedown, but the base and the balance of Patrick Gaudio, that was incredible reversal there.
Really amazing stuff there, balancing on one leg, almost turning into a takedown of his own. Tarsis looking for drop Seoinage there.
Literally right over my shoulder behind us, we've got Rodolfo Vieira, who has just done about everything you can possibly do in the world of Jiu-Jitsu, coaching his teammate Patrick Gaudio. I'm sure he'll be happy to see him take a big win here against somebody like Tarsis Humphreys, such a great accomplished veteran in the sport. And Tarsis getting busy from the bottom with his guard. He's got 10 seconds left to work. He knows he needs to make something happen here.
Trying to go inverted here, trying to attack on an omoplata. He missed it. And Gaudio,
there it is, time called.
Moving on to the semifinals.
Well, that is a very composed performance from the youngster from Rio de Janeiro, Patrick Gaudio, taking out the veteran Tarsis Humphreys, and that'll set him up for a very interesting semi-final, Kenny, up against a friend of yours, Romulo Barral.
Oh man, that's going to be a great one.
All right, I'm going to pass you back to Sean Williams. Leave you guys to call the rest of the action. Have fun, guys.
Advancing to the semifinal, representing GF team, Patrick Ponches Mora Santos Gaudio.